It's on. All right. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes and then we're gonna jump right into it because we don't want to be long before you tonight, but we do want you to hear what it has to what's gonna be said. So Jenna, okay, Jenna, she's from Lawrence, South Carolina. Welcome, Jenna. Welcome, welcome. All right, we got a few more people. Heather. Hey, Heather, how are you? Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Drop in the chat where you're calling, where you're from. We have Janice Turner, looks like from Chicago, Illinois. Janice, hello. Welcome. Jenna from Lawrence, South Carolina. All right, guys. Thank you.
Have Jawanda from Georgia.
Jawanda from Georgia. Hey, Jawanda. Jody, welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you guys showed up, not just for me, but for you. You will see this is for you even more than it's for me that you're showing up. It is for you that you're showing up. I'm so glad to have you guys come in. We're going to wait about 1 or 2 more minutes and then we're going to get going because we don't want to keep our gentlemen, our experts waiting too long. They have graciously agreed to come on and do this for me tonight. So I don't want to keep them too long. I see Lisa Rickenbacker. Welcome, Lisa. Drop in the chats where you're from, Lisa, where you're calling in from. Thank you. Thank you.
Have Janice out of Atlanta.
Janice out of Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey. Yep. All right, you
Got a
got.
full house tonight.
Hey, they coming.
Let's
They
have
coming.
some fun. Lisa out
Yes.
of New York.
Hey, we stretch far and wide, right? Far and wide. Judge Far White. And I just want to thank you guys for coming. Um, I know you came because just simply because I asked you to, but there's so much information here for you that you will be glad that you stopped in as well. So thank you. Okay, we got Ronald. Ronald's iPhone. Hey, Ronald, I believe that's Quan. Hey. All right. Um, see. I got somebody who's trying to get in and they're having a little bit of difficulty. So let me get.
Motorola Mojo, if you don't mind, could you drop in the chat where you're from? Welcome. We welcome you this evening.
Yeah. Hey, Keith. Hello, Keith. Keith, drop in where you're calling from. Yeah, Stephanie, hello. Hey, Steph. Hello. Welcome. Drop in the chats where everybody's calling from. Everybody's checking out. Okay, Keith from Evanston, Illinois. Woo! Okay. Oh, that's Alita. Hey, Alita. That's my girl calling from Columbia, South Carolina. She is right
Awesome.
here. All right,
Awesome.
guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for showing up for not me, but for yourselves as well. And we're gonna get our guys on let's see, 8:05. That's the time. Okay. All right. Well, every people are still gonna be coming in, but we need to get started. Okay. So oops, hold on, I just did a boo. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so just a second. All right.
So Donna,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay.
Introduce us.
All right. Okay. So guys, you know me because I introduced you here. I mean, I invited you personally to come in for this. You didn't even know what you were coming for. You just came because I asked you to come. However, I have something that is phenomenal, that is extraordinary, that I just want you to open your ears and open your minds to listen because not only is it phenomenal, it can be life changing for you. Now, I came across this because I had been praying and asking God to send me something. You know, I just want to get off my job. And a lot of you guys already know I'm 65. I want to retire. I want to do something different. So I went into podcasting. You all know my history right now, playwright, writer, producer, all that. But I still was working for Delta full time. I wanted to get off of that. I want to get off of that. And mostly everybody on here knows me. So you know I want to get off of that. So I was praying to God, what is the next chapter in my life? What do I need something for me. I need something that's going to get me going, get me up in the morning, that's going to change my life and also allow me to leave something for my children. You know, my daughter Jenna, and something for my grandchildren, Max, Miles, and maybe another one to come. I don't know. We'll find out from Jenna later. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something that I love, that would not only help me, but would serve the world, that would create generational wealth, that would wipe out my bad debt completely, and just make me feel better, have freedom in my life to do what I would like to do and go where I would like to go. And just, come up and visit you guys once in a while, come around and visit you guys. So as I was praying for these things, about 2 years ago, my mother died, and there was an inheritance, a small inheritance. However, it started me to thinking about, what do I want to leave for Jenna, Max, Miles, and Quan? What do I want to leave for them? And I wasn't getting any answers that I understood, because I was not raised to be financially literate, and that's gonna be two big words tonight, being financially literate. So I ran across this MWR, Making Wealth Real, and I was like, what in the world is this? What is this? Making wealth real? Oh yeah, right. But let me tell you, I have come across some ideas, some principles, some laws of the universe in this thing, in this company. And I wanted to share it with you. So I have two gentlemen on the line right now that are going to talk to you a little bit about Making Wealth Real, MWR. And I have Mr. Jerome Bell, who is an executive director at MWR, and also Marvin McGee. He's a 3-star executive director for MWR. And I'm going to turn it over to them. And like I said, if you have questions, write them down or drop them in the chat. And we are going to answer your questions, because I had a lot of questions. So I'm sure you do. I know y'all got questions. So let's go. So first up, gentlemen, whichever one of you want to go first is great.
Donna, thank you so much. That was awesome. I love your spirit, your energy. And thank you so much for giving us the honor of being able to share some life-changing information with your loved ones. Mm-hmm. And we're here to serve. Marvin, you want to introduce yourself as well?
Yes, Donna, you are phenomenal. You're a ball of joy, and your passion exudes throughout this screen. And again, as Jerome said, we thank you for having the honor to be able to share this information with your friends and loved ones. And as Donna said, we thank you, guests and friends and family, for showing up for yourselves. Like she said, she just asked and you came. So that right there speaks volume of the camaraderie and the love that you have for one another. So with that said, we're not going to be before you long, but we're going to be strong. And we have a individual out there that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He's always in the sky cap. We call him Coach T, but he's a 2-star regional director. And when the time comes, we will be honored to have some words from him. But with that said, right now, remember that write down any of your questions so that you won't forget them. And Jerome is going to be showing a short video on the 72-hour money challenge. So turn off any devices, put your telephones on off, or just put them away from you where you can't get them, and just have your eyes, look at this with your spiritual eyes and listen with your spiritual ears. Because again, Donna brought you here. No, you brought yourselves here just because of a question and an invite. So with that said, back to you, Jerome.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much. And just again, please share your questions, jot them, write them down, put them in the chat if you forget. I can't emphasize enough. There's so much misinformation around financial literacy. There's no dumb question. I'll give you an example. Does $1 equal $1? So, oh, that's kind of a dumb question. Of course, 1 equals 1. Let me say it another way. Is $1 today, is that the same as $1 a year ago? So even simple things like that, I'm talking about inflation, y'all. Even simple things like that are no-brainers and dumb questions, ask away, because we're going to show you foundational information. This is called a trust fund baby shower, because we're celebrating learning about how to make our children, be it our own children, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, trust fund babies. And I don't care what your financial situation is, we can make them trust fund babies. And the beauty about this is that the same thing that it takes to make a trust fund baby is what it takes to make a trust fund grown up.
Right.
So you can have your own trust fund, and it will be a well-funded trust fund. And we're really looking at it's the process. It's like high school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. We're looking at the freshman level today, and we're going to look at how to fund that trust fund, as well as how a trust actually works, and particularly what is advised in the case of the recent inheritance that Donna has received. So this is really powerful, life-changing information. I was trying to throw out just a few more statistics just to set the tone when it comes to, is really a trust fund baby for everyone. There's enough money to go around. There's $100 trillion total in the United States of America. It's actually more than that, but we'll just call it $100 trillion. If we were to evenly divide that amongst 330 million people, that'll be $303,000 per person. We'll call it $300,000 per person. That means your average family of 4 would have $1.2 million. No inflation, just evenly spreading it out. Let's just say half of that actually got to a family of 4, $600,000. You think the average family of 4 would be happy with $600,000? Let's chop it in half just for kicks and giggles. We're back to $300,000. You think the average family of 4 would be happy with $300,000?
Yes.
There is plenty of money to go around. Every single baby can be a trust fund baby. Every single adult can be a trust fund grown up. Okay? Now, we actually have $1 million passed through our hands. The average American makes $50,000 a year. After 20 years of working, you'll have $1 million passed through your hands. The problem isn't getting our hands on $1 million, is how do we keep it? How do we save it?
Right.
How do we grow it so that we can have that trust fund, not only for our babies, but for ourselves? So we're going to dive into here. I'm going to show you just a brief recap on what this powerful program can do for us.
Welcome to MWR's 72-Hour Money Challenge, the fastest and easiest way to put more of your hard-earned money back in your pockets, instead of giving it away to the government, banks, and big business. Think about it. Regardless of how much money we make, we all have one thing in common: expenses. For most Americans, almost 95% of our income goes to pay taxes, monthly debt payments, and our normal day-to-day bills. But not anymore. Thanks to MWR, you can now have a team of experts, just like the wealthy, that will turn your expenses back into income for you. Here's how it works. Our 72-Hour Money Challenge provides you with exclusive access to a team of financial experts who will reduce your taxes, lower your monthly bills, eliminate your debts, and enhance your credit scores, all at the same time. Our experts do all the work, and we guarantee your success. You heard me right. If we can't put more money back in your pockets every month than what our membership costs, we will give you a full refund. In other words, you can't lose with MWR. This simple, proven, no-risk-to-use system has already helped tens of thousands of our members put hundreds and even thousands of dollars back in their pockets within 72 hours or less, and you could be next. With that said, time is money, and every minute you waste could be costing you money you will never get back. All you need to do is accept this challenge today, let our experts go to work for you, and enjoy having more money to do the things you love. It's that easy.
Wow.
Sweet.
72-hour money challenge. Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Clear out the screen here. So this is the first step in making wealth real, building that trust fund. Got to get our money back. All right. We need to get our expenses. We have to take this challenge. And here's the beauty of it. The experts do all the work, but you get the results. It's like somebody else going to the gym, but you get the abs. All right. And that is the approach that the wealthy have used to become wealthy. This membership costs $149.97 per month. Okay. The spouse is included. That's one other adult in your house. There's no contracts, there's no setup fees, there's none of that nonsense. And what the challenge is they are going to make sure, in fact, guarantee this is a monthly return on investment and not a monthly expense. A monthly expense means money's going out, that's it. It's going out, so nothing's coming back. A monthly return on investment means every single month, more is coming in, what's going out. So this is guaranteed to be a monthly return on investment and not a monthly expense. I'm going to see why in a moment. But what do you have to do in order to have these experts work on your behalf? You provide them with some basic information. There's a website, a web portal, and you upload your information. And that's how the experts receive the information they need to work on your behalf. And what are they doing? They are turning your expenses back into income for you. Our debt elimination experts. If you follow the bank's payment schedule for all your debts, mortgage, student loan, credit cards, car notes, etc., if you follow the bank's payment schedule, they're going to make sure you pay maximum interest. Our debt elimination experts have a software that tells you precisely how and when and what order to pay down your debts so that you pay the absolute minimum interest. In fact, we're going to do a demo of it in a moment, saving you tens of thousands of dollars a month. Our tax reduction experts, CPAs, and IRS enrolled agents, they're going to show you how to stop overpaying on taxes. A tax refund. What does a refund mean? It means you overpaid for something. That's why you get a refund. So then you're overpaying on taxes if you get a refund every year. Your tax experts are going to show you how to get that money right now. 2025 refund check, how to get it right now. And then we show you how to invest it. Lower my bills. I didn't even know this exists. Professional negotiators, licensed attorneys who will negotiate lowering down your bills. And they have the collective bargaining power of everyone who has this membership, tens of thousands of people all across the nation. And they will lower your bills. Credit restoration through a nonprofit that's been around for 30 years. They actually help shape a law concerning ethical credit restoration. And they are saving people thousands upon thousands of dollars. When the credit score gets higher, you get lower interest rates, and the savings are absolutely massive. So bottom line, on average, members' expense to income results, $2,173 each and every month. This is why this is a monthly return on investment and not a monthly expense. If I'm paying $149 a month to get back $2,000 a month, then that's a monthly return on investment, not a monthly expense. To me, that just makes sense. I'll swap
Exactly.
every single month for that.
Mhm.
Now, there's some next level strategies we're going to touch on in a bit. But again, we've kept track of the performance nationwide. For the debt elimination, $2.3 billion with the B, and interest elimination across the nation. For lowering bills, $8.2 million every single month. Tax reduction, $12.1 million every single month across the nation. Credit restoration, on average, 126-point increase, resulting in millions in savings all across the nation. And yes, as I alluded to, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. That makes sense. You just saw the numbers. You've seen the performance. The MWR is not taking on any risk by saying, look, we will ensure that this is a monthly return on investment, not a monthly expense, because we're going to ensure that you're getting more every single month than the cost of the membership. And for whatever reason we can't do that, the first 30 days to prove themselves, you get a full refund. No questions asked. As long as you use the services and let those experts work on your behalf, they can't do what they claim they can do, full refund. Where else in the financial industry are you going to find that? You can't. And in fact, it's a red flag if someone doesn't give you a money back guarantee, truth be told. So that's what comes standard since day one in this program. And I talked about nationwide with the results. Donna, can you tell us about your experience with the 72-hour money challenge and what MW has done for you?
Yes, I can, because the more and more I put myself out there and to trust the process of what MWR is doing, the more return on my investment that I'm getting. Even with my jobs, because I'm still working full time, I put in the information that they told me to put in, and my job now is paying me back $134 more every 2 weeks on that, just because I did what they suggested that I do. And I was skeptical, because I was like, no, y'all gonna have to show me something. No, I don't know any of these people in the testimonials. I don't know if you paid them. I don't know anything. I'm not. So one day I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna go on faith, because I believe that God put it here for me, because I've been praying for something for so long. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do this one thing. If this one thing don't work, we out of here, brother. And I put it in, set the information off, and lo and behold, it might not seem like a lot, but that's only one part of the process. That's only one thing. So now I'm getting my bills and stuff together. This is another part of the process the experts can help me with. I'm getting my bills together, and I'm taking them and let those experts help me with my bills and getting those lowered and getting my credit score increased, because I have this crazy student loan that I was like, I'm never going to pay that, because I'll be 85 by the time I finish paying that thing off. So they might as well take it from my cold dead hands, but that's just it. But I feel like there is a way that I'm going to be able to reduce my school loan, because they loaned it to me on good faith, and I need to pay it back on good faith. So I just want to see how that can work for me. But, 134 twice a month doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot, because what could you do, with the extra $268 a month? So just let y'all think about that for a minute. $268, what could you do with that if you had that coming back to you every month? What would you do? Could that change your life? Could you go on a trip? Could you, buy something you wanted to buy, save up for something you wanted to save up? What could you do with that? But I'm gonna do something with it. I'm gonna do something with it.
And for that, the whole year, that's over $3,000, right?
Hey, So I just, am excited about, what MWR is doing for me. I'm very excited about it.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
And credit,
And you're just getting started.
I'm gonna just say one thing about credit. Like, with your credit, we have bad credit and good credit. And I didn't understand, because I'm financially illiterate. Still, but I'm learning. I'm sitting in the class, in this freshman class, and I'm learning. So the financial experts, and these are experts that we would not, I don't know about your circle, but they're not in my circle. These financial experts, they were not in my circle. Nobody was telling me how illiterate I was with money. I just made it, spent it, paid the bills. That's it. That's it. No, that's not how the wealthy do it. And we need to change our mindset and think about how the wealthy do it. How do the wealthy do it? How they have these big yachts and go on these trips and not pay it, pay the taxes that we have to pay. So I'm gonna be quiet. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go.
No, that is awesome. That is awesome, Donna. Thank you so much. And I believe Marvin, you introduced Donna either directly or indirectly to this program. Is that correct?
One of my partners, Vince Johnson, introduced it to her.
Mhm.
Right. So this thing is
Yes.
that each one teach one, pay it forward. Donna's just scratching the surface, and
Yes.
she's
Exactly.
seeing some significant results. Marvin, I know you shared with me before. What has your experience been as well that led you to ultimately invite Donna indirectly, ultimately?
Well, first off, Jerome, you're doing a phenomenal job and presenting this information to the masses here. And Donna, you got me so excited. I'm ready to start all over again because I know you allow me to feel what I felt in the beginning.
Mhm.
Um, again, my name is Marvin McGee. I reside in Elgin, South Carolina, by way of Connecticut. I'm a retired federal employee and Army veteran. I did the proverbial roadmap of go to school, get a good education, get a good job, so you have good benefits. Well, while I was in the military in the Gulf War, I didn't get paid. And when I was working at the post office in '08, when the real estate market went down, I didn't get paid. And ever since then, I was looking for something to replace Leviathan, the government, because as you see, at any given whim, they just might shut down. And we've been there several times, and it's getting worse and worse every time. So, as Donna and myself, we had epiphanies, and we just changed our ladder from the building that was taken from us to the building now that is not only helping us with these experts, but we're getting educated. So in this freshman class, what we're doing is we're taking our life expenses, our experiences, and bringing it to the professors, which is the experts, and we ask questions dealing with what we have, and they tell us what to do, and we implement what they suggest. And if we want that A and that extra credit, we just continue to go to the experts and ask what to do so we can get that A plus so we can advance to the next level strategy. And with that said, what in the 72-hour money challenge, the experts were able to put back $1,003.71 back into my pocket every month. Okay. Every month. And they were able to raise my credit score from a 774 to an 824, which is 50 points. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, I don't need that. You got these, think that we doing something. Oh, no, I don't need that. I got a good credit, 774. Well, I didn't just want good credit. I want great credit. And at 824, I'm not maxed out yet. I can get into the banks now and not get a sucker and might get a chocolate chip cookie or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? But we want the max in this. Okay. I don't care if you got $2 in your pocket or $2 million in your pocket. Don't let your pride get you to where Elohim expects you to be, because we're always evolving. Okay. So that increase in my credit score gave me back my buying power with the assistance of the experts. Now, I was doing all right by myself, but my brother, Mr. Thompson, he shared this with me and he said, check it out. I had nothing to lose. That's my brother from another mother. He's not going to steer me wrong. You know what I'm saying? He and his wife is vested in this. And I mean, he shared it with me because him and his wife saw the benefits as well. So again, I have nothing to lose. Why? Because NWR tells you 30-day money back guarantee. If you got a guarantee and this is a financial industry, a debt-free company in a $1.9 trillion financial industry. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at where it came from. I look at the testimonies on the Facebook testimonial page. It's not just us, it's everybody. This has no, money has no color. Mm-hmm. It's just that common sense has dissipated for some reason. Yet we pray. And when we get an opportunity, we pass it by, which that's why we still remain poor, passing over opportunity repeatedly. Well, look, we don't need to pass this over because it's guaranteed and it's something that you've been praying for such a time as this. And you have no risk. You have 72 hours to get a blueprint of your situation from the experts. They're going to let you know your debt-free date, your millionaire date, and how much savings you're going to acquire while being in this program. The only way that you fail is if you don't implement your situation to the professors, which are the experts. So that 50 point increase allowed me to move to the next level strategy. In the next level strategies, which Jerome will be alluding to shortly, I became my own bank with the DCA account. And you say, well, what's the DCA account? It's like, just put it like this in brief. It's a bank account on steroids, okay? So what I was able to do is the experts let me know that by having my own bank, I'm able to take a loan out anytime I want and pay myself back. Scenario, you say you got $100,000 in there, you take out $70,000, you think you got only $30,000 left. No, you still have $100,000 in there accruing interest at $100,000. And you take that, whatever you took out, you buy whatever you need to buy. You either can choose not to put it back, but it would be best to pay yourself back.
Marvin, you giving them the bonus material.
So I'm wrapping it up. So what that did was, doing that, now my home that I just bought 4 years ago, I'll be paying it off 13 years sooner, saving over $24,000 in interest. That's my biggest installment. That's my only bill, opposed to essential services. Okay. So now, as I paying that down, and that's why I invested in I became an investor in this, a shareholder. And now that's why I was able to earn a 4-figure income now. And that's why Ms. Donna is here, because I shared it with Vince, and I'm paying it forward. And I'm looking forward to purchasing some land in the path of growth in Antelope Valley, which Jerome is going to share. And yes, I want to be a living trust fund adult. And with that said, I'm just a regular old dude, blue collar worker. And I noticed that there was some issues when I didn't get paid. And this right here was just a blessing. This is what I was praying for. And in the relationships that I have acquired, there's everything is in relationships. So when you're thinking about income, money just don't come from one area. It's tied to relationship. So be open-minded and know that this is just the beginning to a journey that is ongoing. And I thank Trevor Thompson for sharing this with me. And I thank NWR. Back to you, Jerome.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Donna, Marvin, for your sharing your testimonies. And there's all across the nation, they abound. And Marvin was he was giving you that bonus footage. That's actually for our sophomore and junior, senior training, where we really get into the weeds on that. But yeah, high yield accounts, insurance, trust, we're going to hit that in a moment. Land banking, precious metals, revenue share, anything to save, grow, and protect your money and your assets. That's for sophomore through senior level. And we cover that as well. We want to make sure we shoot out those blocks, those running blocks at the freshman level with this 72-hour money challenge. And that was a 72-hour money challenge. There are, I want to do a very brief demo here with the, what does this look like? Well, what was Donna really doing when she was saying that she logged in and said, all right, let's see what they can do? Well, I want to walk through that with you. This is mwrfinancial.com. In the upper right, I click on login, and I put in my credentials here. Okay. Then I go over here to the left, my membership. I'm going to click on the 72-hour challenge. And this is when you first enroll in the program. You see it's very beautiful, very cleanly laid out, modern design, easy to read. You just go, it's like reading a book, top down, left to right. And we see you read through this information, but I'm going to dive right in here, go from left to right to eliminate my debt. Click on there. And I'm going to click on get started. And this is a real world example of putting in your debts. You put in all of your debts, but I'm just, for an example, put in one. First time mortgage, Bank of America. And then we're going to put in the current balance. So that's how much is still owed on it. And it's 226,000. Real quick. I know for a fact that it was, I remember from memory, it was 2.5%. It was a good interest rate. So I put in the interest rate there. That was secured during COVID. And then we look at 226,000 for the balance, 616.38. The current, the minimum payment was 1040.92. You see, it's red flagging this, right? Then that seems a bit low. Well, here's the reality. That's what it is. We put in true information so that the experts can give us true results. Real information for real results. The actual payment was the same as the minimum payment, 1040.92, and the escrow was 128.43. So I click submit. Now it says you want to accelerate the debt-free element? Absolutely, but we're not, for demo purposes, we're not going to book this consultation, but normally we would. So I'm going to X out of that, and that's to go from debt to wealth, to accelerate that process. And we have a margin. Margin is additional money we can put towards the mortgage. Pump the brakes here. Pump the brakes. Where on earth is this money coming from? Well, both Donna and Marvin alluded to it. Experts are giving you cash back every single month by reducing those expenses. So I'll use a concrete example for one of my clients in Minnesota. He had a tax savings of $600 per month. Now, instead of going out and buying shoes and clothes and video games and going out, you could, or you could say, what if we put it towards the mortgage? The question is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to put it to the mortgage? So I'm going to click on Save and Update, and we're going to see if it's actually worth it. I go up to my debt analysis, and when we're responsible with that tax savings of $600 a month, look at here. February 2038 is the debt-free date. Interest saved is $34,754.37. 10 years and 7 months short on this mortgage. So when you're making that decision to say, wow, it's one thing to get results from the expert, but then the real second question is, how are you going to use it when you see the results and the consequences of being responsible and paying down that debt? That's the motivation to make responsible, sound decisions. Is when you have the information right at your fingertips. This is an example of getting that information right at your fingertips. And this debt eliminator software is really the GPS throughout the entire program, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. As the experts keep getting you more and more cash back and even increasing your money, not just cash back, but actually putting more money into your pocket in other ways through investments, as Marvin alluded to. We then keep coming back to this web portal and updating it to see how much more we've been able to save, how much time we've been able to save when we put it towards this. And that's that same $600 a month is going towards the debt. But when all the debts are paid off, that same $600 that we've been setting aside faithfully simply becomes our investing budget of $600. And so that's how we do it. We go from debt to wealth. It's actually two sides of the same coin. The same discipline to get out of debt is the same discipline to get into wealth. And so this is absolutely essential. It's just scratching the surface. I want to give you a concrete idea, walk through this on how it works. And with that, I want to pause here, and I'm going to set up the screen to get into the trust specifically. We're going through a lot here, but Marvin, if you could help me monitor the chat, and I want to open it up for questions. Just shout it out. Remember, there's no dumb questions. $1 equals $1, kind of. So there's no dumb questions. Ask away, and let us answer any questions as I rearrange the screen here to address the trust component specifically. Marvin, were there any questions in the chat? Perhaps everyone come off mute. Talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Come on, anybody have any questions? Because I mean, it's a lot of information and it can seem to be overwhelming, but the basis of it is that you don't, I hope it's the same for you as it is for me. I don't want to remain poor, in mind and body and spirit. I don't want to remain poor. We are not supposed to be poor. We're supposed to be wealthy in all aspects of our life, which is scriptural. And if you don't change your situation now, what do you think your life is going to look like in 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I just think it is something that you would want to give a little light to and see, it could work for you. And there's a money back guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, then hey, get your money back. But at least, I'm just saying, at least try. At least try. If you feel like this is for you, at least try. Let's see.
Motorola has a question. How does this work with student loans? And then they said they have a lot of questions. However, I'm working. Sorry. But don't let work get in the way. You was able to put that question in there. Amen. But anyway, student loans, basically, once you come make that initial investment in yourself and you go through the portals, you have a free consultation with Cambridge Credit Counseling that's out of Agawam, Massachusetts. Where Jerome mentioned, it is a nonprofit organization, okay? And what they will do is look at your situation and they will let you know what process is for you. One of my partners, David Pitts, had a student loan debt over his head for years, and they were able to eliminate $30,000 of his debt just by being in the program. Are you saying that the monthly payments will be $149? Are there any other fees? The fees that we have, that's a great question, Alita. Awesome. I like that. Fees that we have as the experts bring you money back, those fees, minimum fees, are basically monies that you will have to, it will be coming out of the money that the experts got you back. So you're really not paying any fees, because if you don't use the experts at all, then your creditors and the government is going to be taking your money. If that makes sense, Alita. But when the experts help you get that money back, wouldn't it be okay if they asked you to give them $12 a month for helping them, for helping you, opposed to going to an individual CPA and pay them the excess of $200 to $300 an hour? Just something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we also have a program that's called Smart Credit. Smart Credit has $1 million worth of identity theft in the event that your identity is compromised. That's $19.95. Now, if you don't want to have access to your three credit bureaus on an ongoing basis and have other portals that's attached to Smart Credit to help you increase your credit more, then you will pay the $14.95 and just have access once a month. Again, this is something that's beneficial for you, because now you have real-time information on those three numbers that get you loans, that get you a job, that's going to determine what your health insurance, your car insurance, your home insurance going to be. Mm-hmm. So if you choose not to have it, that's up to you. These are just all of the things that we have at your fingertips, and they're there for you to utilize. Mm-hmm. Our CEO, Brian House, everything we have, they use. So they're not here to take anything from you, take any more money from you. The experts is going to give you a buying power. And when that money's coming back to you, that's where you're going to be investing and giving fees, helping to these experts that only dealt with accredited investors, meaning, or sophisticated investors. We all sophisticated, so remember that. We all sophisticated investors. But a creditor and a sophisticated investor, which is the same thing, these experts only dealt with individuals that make $250,000 or more. Now, being that Brian House put them all up under one umbrella, now we have access to them 365 days a year, 7 days a week, through text, email, and phone call. So if you wake up 1 o'clock in the morning and you got a question, you email the expert and they get back with you in 24 or 48 hours. Where you're going to get a CPA that does that for you. And then when you do go and sit with them, they only going to tell you but so much. But they know that when you come, that 300 or 400 or 750, whatever that fee is, all you doing is putting food on their table and funding their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Awesome. I'm glad you get it, Alita. I know you would. And again, it's a money back guarantee, so you're not losing anything. And y'all, I'm not fussing. I'm not yelling. I just know that I don't care what race you are. We all need this because this is creating an ecosystem, an economy to this broken economy. And if we don't come together more rapidly, it's your decision. But I know me and my house, we're going to do thus unto the Lord. And with precious metals, that's God's money. And we have the privilege to be trained on that as well. So I'm shutting up, looking in the chat for any more questions. But I'll give it back to you, Donna.
Okay, well, I'm going to get it over to Jerome because we are about 6, I don't want to overstay everybody. So we're about 6 minutes. So Jerome, go ahead with your presentation on this. And then we'll wrap it up.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Donna. The trust. We're gonna go through this quick. I made a screenshot because I need 3 people. I thought I could do the Brady Bunch view so that you guys can see it, but I don't know how to do that. So I took a screenshot. And the reason why I have 3 images here is I need to explain what the trust is. Donna, when your mother passed, this is basically how we wanted it to go. Okay. Your mother would have had a trust. Okay. And the land that she owns, all of it, everything that she owns, would be owned by her trust. She would have done something called own nothing but control everything. Okay. Now, we're not doing this to be harsh on anyone. Ain't nobody hardly know what I'm about to show you. Okay. What I'm about to show you is the reason why Donald Trump won't share his tax returns. Okay. This is what he's hiding in his tax returns. I'm about to tell you now. And we're sharing it now, and we're using Donna's inheritance and her family's inheritance as a concrete example. Everything that your mother owned, any real estate, be it the physical dirt land, be it the actual physical building structure, any cars, any precious metals, any bank accounts would be owned by her trust. Nothing would be in her name. On paper, your mother would own nothing. But how would she control anything? Because she would have been the trustee of the trust. So a trust is literally a contract. And it's a contract that makes a organization, federal organization. And so at the federal level, not the state or the local level, but the federal level. And when it's owned by the trust, the trustee is the administrator. The trustee controls the trust. So when the property, because she had 72 acres of land, Donna?
76.
76 acres of land. That those 72 acres of land would not have been owned in your mother's name. It would have been the name of the trust. But your mother would have been the trustee of the trust, which means she would have been the administrator. So she would control the land, even though she doesn't own it. Now, let me tell you what a trust is very quickly. I have left to right, Marvin, Donna, and myself. So Donna, you're going to represent your mother in this example. A trust is literally a 3-party contract. We already know about a 2-party contract. You sign, I sign. It's good in court, right? A trust is a three-party contract where you have a creator, or also known as a grantor, the trustee, and a beneficiary. The creator is the one who's just writing out the contract itself. The trustee is the administrator. They have to fulfill the contract. And the beneficiary is anyone who receives anything from this contract. So it literally is just an arrangement where two people are coming together for the benefit of a third person, right? So think trust fund, baby. Imagine if I, around the screen here, was a baby. Okay, so picture me as a baby, all right? So it makes sense that certain things I can't handle right now. So you entrust, right, somebody to take care of some assets, some property, some money, some businesses. So they take good care of it so that when the beneficiary is ready, they can receive it. Okay. And so usually you would think like a child, and a trust fund baby. They're a child, their parents are rich. And so it said we can't give them that right away, right? Even if the parents die prematurely, right? You see movies about this type of stuff. Parents die prematurely, we can't give it to a 10-year-old child. You put it in the trust, and then you have a trustee who's administering the family estate. Family estate is owned by the trust. And then when that child gets of age, the beneficiary, they receive the family estate. Now, we've seen this in movies, right? And it sounds cool. I hope you're tracking with me, but here's the key. You never want to be the beneficiary. You see me there on the far right? I'm the beneficiary. Now, you never want to be the beneficiary. You want to be the trustee always, always, and always. Okay? The creator of the trust, Marvin, on the far left, he's the one who basically wrote the contract. Okay? But this is a irrevocable trust, which means even though Marvin wrote the contract, he can't touch anything in it. But Donna in the middle, she's a trustee. She's the only one who can manage things owned by the trust. Okay? The beneficiary would be me there on the right. Okay? I'm the quote unquote trust fund baby. Here's what Donald Trump is hiding, because I just said you don't want the beneficiary to be a person, right? So what's really happening is you're basically recycling your money. You actually deal with three separate trusts. This is what Donald Trump is hiding. And what he's doing is you have a business trust to handle all business activity, making money. Then you have a family trust that handles paying all your bills, your family, your personal bills. And then you have a charity private foundation. So you have Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, they have these foundations. Those are nonprofit foundations. And that's and money goes from left to right. Okay. So basically, we explained what a trust was. Now pretend Marvin is the business trust, Donna is the family trust, and then I'm the foundation trust. Okay. We're just recycling the money. So I wish I had better visual. My bad on that. But just stay with me on this one. The reason why you can pay close to nothing in taxes is because a trust is tax different. I'll leave it at that for now. And so when the money comes in and out of the trust, there's zero taxable income. There's zero taxable income on the business trust when it comes in and out. There's zero taxable income on the family trust now. And finally on the foundation, the nonprofit trust, you only need to give 5% to charity. So the rest of the 95% can be recycled back to the business trust. Okay, I'm going to do a much better job explaining this with much better visual. So I apologize, but we're going to keep going over this till we get it right. Okay, but here's the bottom line: the wealthy, the ultra wealthy, they're just recycling their money in a tax-free manner, or in a 95% tax-free manner. That's why a billionaire like Trump can pay less taxes than his mate, because he's recycling his money through his trust, free trust, and his maid she's getting taxed up the wazoo as a W-2 employee, and that's the difference. So when it comes to the property, what really needs to happen, in addition to what I just said, is that that property needs to be owned by a trust. Sometimes it's the foundation, the nonprofit. Sometimes it's a separate trust that's just for holding assets. But bottom line, your mother would have held everything in a trust, and then the successor trustee, well, upon death, you avoid probate completely. You avoid probate completely because your mother would have been the trustee of the trust. All 76 acres is owned by the trust. And then when your mother dies, passes on, then all you have to do is show the death certificate. And then the successor trustee, who she would have specified in writing, right, in the trust contract, the successor trustee just takes over the trust. So just as a concrete example, let's say your mother said Donna is the successor trustee. Your mother passes on to glory. You take to the court the death certificate. Okay, the trustee is now deceased. Well, who's the successor trustee? Well, in the trust contract, it says Donna is the successor trustee. Donna now has control over the 76 acres. That's it. That's how you avoid probate, and there's no tax. Donna didn't incur any tax because it's not in Donna's name either. It's in the name of the trust. It's just that Donna holds the key to the kingdom. Donna is the trustee of the trust. Now, of course, your mother wanted to split it up evenly amongst the 4 children, right, Donna?
Yeah.
Okay. So then what really needed to happen, right? This is all hindsight 2020. I'm just saying this as a concrete example. That's what I'm trying to illustrate. All 4 of you would have had your own separate independent trusts. So then not only let's say for hypothetical, Donna was the successor trustee, a condition for Donna becoming the trustee is that she would have to give, a quarter of those 76 acres to the respective trusts of her children. If she were to, or better yet, if the trust were to give it to Donna and her siblings directly, slam with tax. Because it's in your name as a flesh and blood individual. You would have already had your own 4 separate individual trusts set up, and then it would have gone from your mother's trust to Donna's trust, your mother's trust to your siblings' trust. Okay? Completely avoid probate, completely avoid taxes, 100% legal. Wealthy been doing it for over 100 years. It's just new to us. It's just new to us. I need to plug in real quick. So I know I said a lot, okay? So start firing with your questions and give me a moment. I need to plug in right
Wow. So one of the questions that I have, because I want to open the floor up for questions. One of the questions I had was, can you do a trust at any time before, when can you do a trust? So like my mom is gone now. Can I do a trust now and me and my siblings do a trust now for our kids?
Yes. Okay. All you have to do is give it Roger Grant and just tell him, have an understanding of what you want and share it with him, and then he will guide you in the right path. Even with the land, as Jerome shared with you, when you set up an appointment with him, he can better direct you, because we're not the expert.
Right.
We're not the experts, none whatsoever. We don't get paid for this or nothing like that. We're just here to share the information and the knowledge that we have obtained. We share it, yet the experts are the ones who you speak with. We just bring it a little light to it. Right. Because when you get to him, you got to know a little something. And there's a lot of stuff that's in the website that trains you and opens you up to the information as well. So this is where the like you said initially about financial literacy, and you made that very clear to remember those words. Financial literacy is all at our fingertips. So as we're going through the process of bringing our our accumulated bills, debt that we incurred unknowingly because of how the system is designed, we bring that and present it to the experts, and they help us take back our buying power.
Yeah. I just want to, while everybody's on here, I know this is going a little long for you, but just bear with us here, because you're becoming literate. I don't know how much any of you know about your financial situation, but I know that none of us on here are millionaires. Okay. And I believe, and I know that it is within our power to become millionaires and have the lifestyle that we want to live. It is within our power. And I know that, looking at some of the people that are doing, that are the experts in these fields, they've been doing this. The wealthy already know how to do this. That's why they're wealthy. We don't know how to do it. And as a people, we need to come together to know and to learn how to do it. We need to each one teach one. And that's why I felt it was so important to get you guys here tonight, so that we can give you just an opening, just let your eyes open up just a little bit to see that there is hope and that there is a way for us to get out of our financial situation. Because I'm telling you what, I'm getting out of mine. I don't know what you're all going to do. I don't, but I'm getting out of mine, because I do not want I want to live my life the way I want to live my life. I don't want Delta to tell me you got to come to work today at 4:30, and my grandson is graduating from high school or graduating from college, and no, you can't go because you got to work. No, that's just not acceptable. And it should not be acceptable for you either. Let's, come on, y'all. Let's get together and let's do this, because once we learn it, we can teach somebody else about it. And what happens with that? We can enlighten the whole world. A little group can enlighten the whole world. And I want this for you as much as I want it for myself. So that's what, so just bear with us just a few more minutes. I know I'm past the 9 o'clock hour, but just bear with us just a few more minutes. We got just a little bit more information, and then we're going to let you go.
I have a question that says, you're absolutely right, Donna.
Oh, okay.
Alita.
Alita. Thank you, Alita. Thank you for responding.
Warren Buffett said that if you don't find a way to make money, you work till you die.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And if you want to do that, we're not judging you for your lifestyle or what. We are not judging you. We're just offering you an opportunity to see something different that can be not only change your own life, but for your children, your grandchildren, your brothers and sisters. You can create a lifestyle that is good for you and different. I don't want, shoot, I got to go to work tomorrow at 4:30. I'm digging myself out 1 teaspoon at a time, if that's what it takes, but I'm getting out of there. Oh, go ahead, Jerome. You ready?
Yeah. I just one thing, and this is a parting gift. We said a lot. We're here. We can have an ongoing conversation. We set aside time every single week to address this. I just want to leave with this parting gift for you all. This is hot. This is how you this is how you're gonna fund the trust fund. Okay. One quick word about Donna's siblings. In your mind, getting a trust, it should not be optional. Your mother did the best she could with the knowledge that she had. I mean, my goodness, she had what, 76 acres. She did something right. Okay.
Amen.
It's your responsibility to take it to the next level, and that's by the bare minimum protecting with the trust for generations to come. In your mind, it shouldn't seem optional. Get a trust. MWR is going to give you the best price for it, but with or without MWR, get you a trust, please. And but the way you're going to fund it, and this is hot off the press. All right, I'm sharing my screen. This is how we're going to fund it, y'all. And this is our parting gift. We're going to send everybody a link to this as a party favor for this trust fund baby shower. Everyone's going to get a link to this. This is absolutely hot. And this is how you're going to fund your trust fund babies and your trust fund grown-ups.
Let's be honest, shopping is a part of our everyday lives, and who wouldn't love getting rewards and cash back every time you spend money on everyday purchases? Plus, giving back to your favorite charity each time you did? Introducing GivBux. It's the all-new, free, invite-only lifestyle app designed for everyone that loves to shop, share, and give. Everyone can benefit from using GivBux. You can now shop at over 100,000 nationwide participating locations, including restaurant, retail stores, grocery, entertainment, wellness, and even more. Every time you use GivBux, you'll earn real cash back along with giving back to your favorite charity. Download the app today, available on iOS and Google Play for free. Make sure you have your personal invite code. Shop, share, and give. And when you share your code, you and everyone you share your code with gets rewarded. Join the largest growing community of givers worldwide. GivBux, where it pays to give.
Y'all, this is absolutely huge. And this is getting rewards and cash back from Amazon, Best Buy, Southwest Delta Airlines, Home Depot, Lowe's, CVS, every single time you're filling a prescription, Kroger, IHOP, just name brands you heard of. I know you heard of Amazon. And not only will they get you rewards and cash back when you shop, when you share it with others, and this is a free app for you, free app for everybody, you get paid off of their rewards and cash back. And so on and so forth. This is the way Elon Musk made his fortune through PayPal. He paid off a transaction. This is giving us the opportunity to do the same. This is what's going to fund that trust fund. This right here alone. So this just plopped into we're in the right place at the right time. We're going to gift everybody with this free app. We're going to text everybody, whoever invited you, they're going to text you this. And this is just more money in your pocket. And when you share for free and they use it for free, you're going to get money off of their rewards and cash back. Amazon, all these big names. All right. And so with that, I just want to let everybody know we're going to have ongoing support and training to go over all this because we know it's a lot, but take it this way. And that's why you should join. Join this program so that you can receive the benefits firsthand of all of what you're experiencing. But with that, if there's no other questions in the chat, go ahead, Marvin.
Yeah, have Donna put her code in the chat so that everybody can have her code so that they can join under her link for free.
Donna, do you know your code?
I'm looking. I just took a snapshot of it earlier. Give me just a second. No, I'll drop it in.
Sorry, threw that curveball.
Like, okay. Put my glasses. Okay, it is GMWR. Okay. So that's what it is. That's my code.
Donna J NWR.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerome, what's the link for them? They would just go to the Play Store and download GivBux.
And if you want a direct link, it's right here. Apple, Android. I'll put in the chat.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
That's the link. Take you directly to the links. What you see on the screen here to download on Apple and Google Play. That way, if you want to do it direct, of course, you can look it up. You'll find it in the stores as well. Use Donna's code. That's how you're gonna fund the trust fund, y'all.
Wow.
That's how you're gonna fund it right there. It's a free app.
And also, you'll be saving on things that you're already doing. You'll be saving on it now when you use this app as well.
Mm. All right.
Yeah. With that, Donna, I'll give you the last word, and
Okay.
we'll wrap for the evening. Thank
Well,
you all, everyone.
Yeah, I want to thank Marvin McGee and Jerome Bell for coming on tonight. They have given us a wealth of information. Family, I invited you here because I feel like this is something that you can use. And if it's not for you, then it's not for you. It's, no hurt, harm, or foul. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if it is for you, if it did speak to your heart, I'll be touching everybody about, going back and what you thought about it and everything, and getting your feedback on it. And if it has touched you and it's something that you want to go ahead and jump on, we'll go ahead and jump on it with you. Okay, you're not going to be alone. You're never going to be alone with it. And we will help you get to where you want to get. We'll give you, you already found out that you can get your I'll be a millionaire by what date? Just putting in your information. And these are experts that we don't have ordinary access to. Now, you're not going to have ordinary access to the people that we have access to in MWR. These are financial experts. So, but we're not trying to convince you of anything. You don't have to do it. We're not trying to convince you that you should do it. We're just offering you the opportunity if you need it. Okay, so with that, I'd like to thank Marvin and Jerome for coming on tonight. And I thank you guys for showing up for me just because I asked. So if you're interested, hit me up and we're going to move forward with it because I want you to elevate with me to the next level. That's what I want you to do. So, and if you want to come, let's go. So family, thank you for participating. Thank you for coming on, and we'll see you when we see you. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Have a good night,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Bye.
good night. That was great. I was speaking. All right, blessings.